Guys, it's Tuesday. We had a bank holiday weekend. Woo! 4-day week. Woo! Yep. Go on then.
Yeah, cool. So Tom, we're just on our sprint planning, going what we're doing this week. And for myself, it's mostly going to be a bit of DLC work. So we have the Celtic DLC that Jack's still working on, and you get that announced, get that tested. As well as that, a bit of work on the actual next Skystead DLC as well. That's going out towards the end of the month, so I'll make a start on getting those levels done. But there's a lot of small tasks as well, like getting some stuff done for the Switch and more store pages and stuff.
Stuff. Yeah, for me, I'm kind of going to be jumping around a lot. I'm going to be doing some Culling Pixels work for the Celtic DLC, like you said. I'm going to be doing some Skystead asset fixing. I'm going to be making some new creatures for the game as well, some concept art for our Porg versions of the game. The little cute guys that man the ship. So that should be some good fun.
And yeah, for me, I'll be working on getting a build ready for the end of April, because we've got the Farming Fest coming up. So yeah, we need demos and everything re-employed for that. So yeah.
Yeah, first of the merch deliveries that me and Jack have been working on the past couple of weeks. See if we can get out without breaking it. Very tightly packed. Yeah, it's looking quite good. The print's quite good actually. It's very nice. So the guys think.
Is peering in the background. Okay, so it's been a pretty busy day. I managed to get through 3 Celtic DLC images as well as some Skystead fixing. But overall, this is probably my favourite one of the day, which is a Celtic roundhouse. I did record a time-lapse of this one, as it was definitely an experimental piece. It definitely took a little while to get all the design down. But overall, I'm quite happy with it. I did, for the first time, incorporate a sort of green hue to the sky, which really worked for the image. It definitely gives it a bit more of a Celtic and natural feel. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one, and I'm really happy with the plant life as well. So I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm just going to go through it and make sure there's no mistakes. Like I can see this roof here could definitely be fixed up here. But after that, I'm probably going to start a smaller one. I'm thinking of some sort of jewellery.
Okay, cool. So as I was saying, after stand-up this morning, we are doing a build at the end of the month for the Steam's Farming Fest. So we kind of want to get a build done at the start of this week here, which means that we've got 3 weeks to sort of get it all in-game and working. So there's going to be a lot of re-importing doing this week, and just trying to get things back up to where they should be. So I've set myself a deadline of getting controller stuff working by tomorrow, just so I can move on from it, because it feels like something I could spend an eternity on. But yeah, so I'm moving on with controller now. You've got the various different modes that you can switch between. I've mainly been working on the building aspect today, so now I can like hold X, cycle through the tabs with the bumper buttons, and then use the stick to select an item, and then once I've got it selected, I can place it in the world just by using the it's like twin stick control, so I can still move around with the left stick and then look around with the right stick. Still think it needs a little bit of work, but the actual like functionality of it is all working, so you can place things, and it's quite satisfying to just be able to change all these tabs quite easily.
Yes, I just got in today, and Lee was unwrapping the poster. It looks good though, doesn't it?
The print's quite neat. Oh, thank you. Can see that?
No, it looks quite good. It's like very the print is like very detailed, isn't it?
Very crisp. Yeah, look right on the edge there for the little things, but we'll see. So our main task today so far has been to make some updates to the store pages. So I'll start with Steam. First thing I've done is notice here the trailer at the end shows the actual game or the platform support instead of the Kickstarter message. And because the Kickstarter is long gone, so it's important that we get that updated. As well as that, down here up on the right, updated all the supported languages. These are all the base languages that are needed for the Nintendo Switch. So no, for sure we'll be supporting those languages as well across all the consoles. So I did that for Steam, maybe adding more languages later, but not this is what we've committed to so far. And if you head up to actual Steam, where I've gone ahead and updated the settings to French, so hopefully I can figure out how to change it back. And you see the whole store page itself has been updated as well. This is just a quick translation, so it may be incorrect for some actual native speakers, so we do need to get this checked, but it's a good start, at least in time for the demo coming out at the end of the month. I have created tasks on Trello as well for localizing the store page assets and the actual PNGs. So you notice on the English store page we have these nice sort of headings that Jack created. but that's not the case across the other languages because this is a PNG, so it takes a bit more work to actually update that. So I'll create a long list of tasks for Jack to do at some point to get that updated as well.
Been working on some 3D assets for Skystead. I made this little post box to go with the house that Jack made. It's got the same color scheme, and they will look really nice together in the game. I'm really excited to see them both near each other or next to each other. They look great.
Yeah, so taking a little bit of a break from the controller working stuff. I think I'm pretty much there. There was just some minor things with the shop left to do. But yeah, I've moved on to localization. So I've imported the Unity's localization package that we use for a couple of our games. We have had a few issues with this in the past, but because we're a newer version of Unity, we've got a newer package, so fingers crossed everything will be a bit smoother this time around. It's just I need to get used to the different UI elements that I don't know, just the new Unity looks a bit different. So you can go like localize, press that button, that's the same, but then this UI looks different here, and then this pop-up is completely different. I don't think I've seen this before. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting used to it all, but I think it looks like it's going to be okay. I'm going to have to do a couple of builds to make sure it's all working in build, because that's the main issue that we have. It usually works in editor, but then in build it doesn't. And yet, fingers crossed, we can just start going through the game and localizing everything. So fingers crossed.
Hello, I've been learning to animate, for better or for worse, and this is my most successful attempt so far. I've been trying to create a walk cycle for the cat that Jack made. It's not amazing, but hopefully it'll get better soon.
A few moments later.
Actually, maybe I've reached my peak already. I don't think I need to learn any more animation. I think I'm good.
Okay, so yesterday was quite a busy day, and it was a bit of a different day for me. So essentially, we decided that we wanted to incorporate some characters on the boat of the game, or well, the other airships as well. And we're trying to decide what would man them, and we kind of wanted these small, sort of little cute characters. We didn't really come up with sort of design in mind. Rob and Lee did send over a few references, so lots of cute little characters and masks. And overall, I did just get into sketching really roughly. Obviously, nothing's really committed here. These are really, really rough, just trying to show some different proportions and ideas. Originally, we did like the masks. However, we did want to have a face, so we kind of shuffled back a bit. I did randomly sketch this like little beaver mechanic as a joke. Not really a joke, but sort of just a one-off. But the guys really seemed to like it, so I kind of brought that forward a little bit. So on the next page here, I kind of sort of incorporated that design into a bit more personalities. So there's a few different characters here. So Rob kind of wanted a few characters on the boat, all having obviously the same species, but all having different sort of looks. So I think they specifically said a bit more of a female character, a bit of a larger character, an old man character, as well as just a sort of generic character. And overall, they came out pretty well. I really did like this Hawaiian shirt old man character, but he looked a bit too cool, so we went to the wise old man. The big boned sort of muscular one looks really cool as well. The guys really like this design, as well as the base design and the sort of female design. And as for now, I'm just going in and trying to experiment with some colour. Nothing really committed yet. Obviously, these are just using some markers over here. But after this is done, if the guys seem to like the colour palette, I'll probably try to digitize these a little bit. Okay, so I managed to jump back on some colouring pixels work today, and I've decided to do another landscape. The guys were saying it might be cool to incorporate a different sort of weather type rather than just sunny, so I went for a bit of a foggy design, and this is, I think it's called Kilchurn Castle?
Kilchurn Castle.
Kilchurn Castle in Scotland. A lot of the landscape shots that I've seen of this area is, you know, it's very foggy and very grimy in nature, so I thought it would be a really nice one to do. And overall, I think I've gotten it nailed down pretty well. It looks quite desaturated and quite washed out, which is what I wanted it to look like. But overall, yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It was quite hard to do this sort of castle design, because it's quite destroyed, so it's hard to get the silhouette looking as strong as it should be. And I think you can see that in the time lapse. I do play around a lot with the grass as well as. It's quite strange in a lot of the reference shots, which I'm sure Lee'll put up. There's lots of orange grass around it, but near around the castle, it's always green, depending on the weather. So, yeah, overall, I'm quite happy that I got to capture it pretty well. I think it's pretty good. If I spot anything else, I may come back to it later on before the DLC releases.
Okay, so a bit of a different one today. I have been working on localization, and it all seems to be going well. It worked in build and stuff like that. But the big thing I've been trying to sort today is my storage solution for my system. So I've got this computer here, which is my old PC computer. We use it for the volunteers, and no one wants to stop by. But yeah, one of the big issues I've been facing at the moment is my storage solution. So I've been using this 500 gigabyte M.2 drive in my work PC over there, and we basically need to upgrade it. I've been getting loads of errors saying it's full. It's filled with, because we've got so many projects, so many different Unity versions. So many like SDKs for like Sony and Nintendo, things like that. 500 gig is just not enough, so we're upgrading it to 2 terabytes. But the thing is, I need to copy the data that's on here, because setting all the config up and all of the packages and stuff like that would just be an absolute nightmare. All the scripts to upload to Steam, things like that, that's all just on here. So yeah, I'm going to try and copy this to the 2 hard drives that we've got into this PC here. They're just standard hard drives, and then when the 2 terabyte version returns tomorrow, I'm going to copy the data that was on this will be on the hard drives, and then the hard drives to the new one. Then I'll plug that into my new PC over there. It's just a bit awkward because we don't have many slots for M.2 drives, so it's just a bit awkward. So I'm having to use this PC, and I've just ran to Tesco to get some screws, because we don't have the right screws. We've got this big screw, and I've been trying all sorts. I tried using a pencil sharpener. Don't look at that, that's a bad idea. But yeah, it's just been a right faff trying to actually get these things out. But yeah, I'm just about there. I'm just hopefully gonna set it up and start copying. Okay, so I've managed to get the old M.2 drive that was in here out, and I think I'm copying now. The way I've done this before is I've had like a USB stick that's got some like utility, like almost like utility stuff on it. So you boot off the USB and then does that. Doing a different approach this time though. I'm using this program called Disk Genius. I don't know if it'll work. Hopefully it will. You can see here it's doing something. So it's copying the 500 gig drive and all partitions to the target, which is the 2 hybrid drives we've got down here. And then when I get the new drive, I'll just do it the other way, and fingers crossed that should work. And that way we hopefully won't lose any data.
Yeah, it's been a day of making Hexseed levels, so making start on the larger levels first. Mostly get the first 5 into the world, so I can get the screenshots ready. Head over to the actual world layout as well. I'll set up the world as well. Try and make it look like flowers just because it's yellow. But what point out is a bit similar to the ice level, the glaciest level from last year. But it's not too bad. And yeah, that's been pushed to the build, so I get some screenshots. The issue with that though is right now, for some reason, there was some sort of issue with this actual build. So I press play, I get this pop up, and then yeah, the game just doesn't load. So that'll get fixed tomorrow hopefully, and then I'll actually get the screenshots to update the store page.
I made a couple of clocks today. Lee suggested I make a grumble clock. I don't know, but it turned out really cute. I'll just move it around a little bit here. It's very cute. I also made a normal clock. I'm not sure what color it will be. Probably this one. I think I'll just go with everything. I quite like the gold. What were they called? Hands? I don't know what they are. The gold bits in the clock. Quite happy with those.
Okay, so just a quick update. Rob thought it'd be a really cool idea for the stream today for me to start on the sort of boat characters of the game. So I spent just about half an hour this morning quickly sketching in a front panel and side panel. This is obviously just a trace over of the original design, but I did sketch in the side view and that does look right to me. I'll probably mess with the proportions more in Blender. This is just so I can kind of see how it's kind of going to look, and it gives me enough room to work with. So you can see here, probably even need to extend the neck out a bit more here, but that's fine, I can do that in Blender.
Okay, so we've had a few Amazon deliveries. We've got a pile of stuff. One of them, my SSD came, so I'm quickly transferring, it is quickly, look how fast it's going. Lightning. Anyway, I'm transferring the backup that I made yesterday onto that, so I should just be able to plug in the new drive into my PC, and it should work on Monday, which is really good. Just wanted to get this sorted as quickly as possible as well, because we're hoping to have a volunteer who might be using this PC on Monday as well, so obviously want him to be able to do stuff. So yeah, fingers crossed this all should be sorted tonight, and yeah, it's hopefully just going to be fine.
Guys,
Hello.
it's not Friday.
No, it's Monday. We forgot to record just because everyone ran off to the pub. So, yeah, thanks for. No, you like doing the thank you, don't you? I'm supposed to tell you to check out the new Colour Pixels Celtic book coming out. There's lots of stained glass in there, which I know people like, so that's good. That'll be coming out the day of this video. Check out the Hexseed DLC, the yellow one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all colours this time, aren't they? Make sure to wish your Skystead Ranch on everything. Anything else we're doing? Wooloop DLC might be out. Might not be.
Store page might be there, yeah.
Yeah.
Might or might not be out.
Cool. Just thank
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone for our Patreon members, our Discord members, everyone who joined the stream today, but technically not today. Thank you everyone who joined. But yeah, I think that's it.